Howdy 8th grade. Today we are going to be talking about combining like terms, which is one of the most important lessons all year just because this is a place that it will be very, very easy. It'll be very, very easy to make a mistake. Basically everything else we do if you don't get this right. So we are trying to combine like terms. To do that, it would be nice to know what a like term is. I'll start off with a definition. A like term is going to be a term with the same variables raised to the same power. What that means, just kind of an easier way to think about it, is two terms are like if the only thing different is the coefficient. So what that means is that 2x and 3x are like terms because they have the same variable, which is x raised to the same power 1. If I have 3x to the fourth and 8x to the fourth, that is a like term. If I have 3x cubed and 8x to the fourth, those are unlike terms. And that makes us sad. But that's okay. The important thing to remember is that if terms are like, we can add them together. So if terms are like, we're going to kind of treat them like words. If I ask you, just as a quick example, what is 3x to the fourth plus, x to the fourth plus 8x to the fourth? I would look at that and I would think, well, what's 3 apples plus 8 apples? That's going to be 11 apples. So 3x to the fourth plus 8x to the fourth is going to be 11x to the fourth. So what that means, when we add like terms, all we do is add the coefficients. So all I added here was 3 plus 8 is 11, and the variables stay the same. I'd like to make a quick note that we are adding here. This does not work for multiplication. This is for adding like terms. So to give you a quick example, and then one more after this one, and I think we'll be good to go. This quick example is going to be 6xy minus 3a plus 4yx. I'm looking at this, and the first thing I should do is think, are any of these terms alike? At first glance, doesn't really seem like it. I have an xy, I have an a, and I have a yx, and those don't seem alike to me, but there's actually something I can do. So when I write variables, I tend to like to write them with the earliest letter first, so like alphabetically. So this is xy, this is a, but yx, y comes later in the alphabet than x does. So really, I could rewrite this as 6xy minus 3a plus 4xy. Because yx is multiplication, xy is multiplication. So all I'm doing is I'm flipping that multiplication, because I can do that. And now I have these two terms which are definitely alike. Now I'm going to rearrange things a little bit more. I'm going to call this plus and negative because that makes my life a little bit easier, and I can rearrange addition things however I want. So now I would end up with 6xy plus 4xy plus my negative 3a. And I got 6 of something plus 4 of something. I'm going to end up with 10 of that thing. So that's going to be 10xy plus negative 3a, or if you wanted to, 10xy minus 3a. Doesn't matter to me. Either way is the exact same answer, so you're good to go. I want to give y'all one more problem that's going to be a little bit harder, and we'll work through it together, and then I'll set you loose to work on the lesson practice. Hopefully this won't be too long. The last one I want you to do is going to be 3k squared minus 2k squared plus 2kx to the fourth plus kx to the fourth. So if we look here, I already have the like terms sitting next to each other. I got this k squared and that k squared, and that should be telling me something. So I've got 3 of a thing minus 2 of that thing. If I have 3 apples minus 2 apples, I'm going to have 1 apple left, so I'm going to have 1k squared left. Then I'm going to add, looking over here, I have kx to the 4 and kx to the 4 again, but the second one there does not have a coefficient on it, which is weird to me. Right there, there's no coefficient. What that means is basically the same as if I say I have an apple. I don't have to say I have 1 apple. I just say I have an apple. So that is going to be a 1. So now looking over on that side, I've got 2 kx to the fourth plus 1 kx to the fourth. So I got 2 of a thing plus 1 of a thing, and I end up with 3 of that thing. 3kx to the fourth. And just like that, I have combined my like terms, and I am good to go. I hope this video wasn't too terribly long. Please make sure you do that lesson practice, and I will see y'all in class tomorrow. Toodaloo.